How's it going, people of the interwebs? It's your boy Watu. I guess looking after the Duelist Club until everybody else jumps back in. Yeah, I've been recording for almost an hour now, messing around deleting videos just to get it right. And even then I missed some things. Like, for example, I didn't say that the combo that's going to be in this video is a first turn game ending combo if it's your second. So if you go second and you play this combo, you could end up winning. But it's only if they break their first turn. So if they break their first turn and you happen to get the set cards you needed, then you can do a 9,600 damage attack to end the game. Say they, okay, so this is for like if they didn't get any monsters out in the field and they just put down maybe some spells, maybe some traps, but they weren't going to affect you any. This is just to help him out or something like that. Hey, you got the win first turn. So yeah, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. I love a new addition to the Duelist Club, and I will see you guys later. How's it going, the Duelist Club? It's your boy Watu, and today's going to be my first actual video on this channel, and I was told to come on here and show you guys a budget TrueKingDinos deck using the new link format that came out yesterday. So this is something new to me. I don't usually do this, so without further ado, let's get into it. Now we're going to start off with the deck, and then after we get done with both of the decks, I'm going to show you guys some combos with it that can actually get you some wins, because it's really busted. Now, first thing you want to start off with is two ultimate conductors. If you're here, you probably know what it is. You banish off two dinosaur monsters from the graveyard. You bring it out, and you can destroy one dino type monster in your hand or on the field, and you can turn everything down to face down the fence. And you can attack each defense position monster, and every time you do, you can do 1,000 damage to the life points. That's pretty much what this is all about. It's really good. Pretty much without it, you know, dinos aren't dinos, because every deck needs a boss card. Now we're going to go Dogoran. He's pretty cheap. You can get it online, probably about maybe, what, $1 to $5. I don't remember how much I paid, but I know it was cheap. Well, actually, no, I didn't pay for it. I traded it for it. I traded the guy for it. Alright, when it comes to your True Kings, you're going to play triple True King with those Gem, the Disaster. This card right here is worth only around $1 to $2 each, so that's only about $6 altogether. Heads up, this deck is not running a Maxi or any of the Ash Blossoms or Ghost Ogres, so you can add those in, of course. I just don't have them in this deck right now. I just don't have access to them. You're going to want to play triple Soaring Oviraptor, best card in the deck. What it does is you summon it up, and when you do, you get to go into your deck and look for a Dino type monster to put into your hand. Easy enough. And you have an effect to where you can kill a dinosaur type monster on the field and go into your graveyard and look for a dino type monster and bring him out of the graveyard and put it out onto the field for you. So it's pretty much just a switch out. So say you have I don't know, say you needed XZs or something like that, and you had, I don't know, like a baby Ceratosaurus on the field. You can use this effect. You can pop the baby Ceratosaurus, put it into the grave, and bring out a level 4 if you wanted to, or you can bring out any other dino type monster that's been put into the graveyard. And when you do that, you can pop off the baby inside, and I'll show you those combos later. But yeah, it has two effects, and each effect can be done once per turn. So that means if you summon out one and you use his effect, his first effect, and you summon out another one, you can't use that first effect. You have to use the second effect in order for it to go through. Okay, next we're going to be going over Miscellaneousaurus. Good hand trap. Good for XYZ summoning. I don't use it a lot for its hand trap, because usually whenever how it works is if I get the card in my hand, then I'm going to use it as a hand trap. If I don't get the card in my hand and I have to go in and like look for a monster to bring out on the field, I would look for Miscellaneousaurus to use as XZ material. Only because I'm not playing the Fire Kaiju. Not the Fire Kaiju, but the Fire True King. Alright, one Tyranno Infinity. Any more than that, no brick. Its attack is any number of monsters that are put in the banish zone that are dinosaurs times 1,000. And and then you have another effect for Miscellaneousaurus is that whenever you use this effect, right, if you use Miscellaneousaurus' effect from your hand, they can't use any type of card effect via spells, traps, or monster effects via main phase 1. So when you use it, they can't affect you during your main phase, or if it's their main phase and they want to do stuff to you, you play it. So they'd have to wait till main phase 2 or battle phase to use any type of effect. Okay, and then the second effect is if it's inside of the graveyard, you can take any number of Dino type monsters out, including this one, put it into the graveyard, and then you bring it, and then you search your deck for a monster with the level that is the same amount of the cards that you just banished. So you can take this card, banish this and 3 other cards to bring out Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and now he has 4,000 attack because it's 4 cards in the banish zone. You bring it out 4 times 1,000, 4,000. Pretty good. It's a good end game card. You really don't want to get this out early unless you're for sure that they have a bricky hand and they really can't do anything, because it'd be really bad if you were able to get this card killed. You can bring it back with certain cards, but still, I wouldn't recommend doing it off like at the very beginning unless they don't have a good enough play. Now you're gonna play 3 Baby Ceratosaurus and 2 Petite Pteranodon, mainly because if you use Petite Pteranodon, okay, so I'll go off with the baby's effects first. So Baby Ceratosaurus can bring out when it gets destroyed by card effect, so any type of spell card, trap card, or monster effect that destroys this card, not tributing, nothing. If it destroys the card, you can use the effect, and the effect is whenever you get this card destroyed, you have to go into your deck and look for a level 4 monster, put it out in the field. Level 4 or lower. And Petite Pteranodon, you can do it, but instead of level 4 or lower, it's level 4 and higher, but it cannot attack this turn. So it's really good if you're trying to do XZs, because you're not attacking with that monster anyways. So yeah, it's pretty good. Or just to like fill up your side of the field. Whenever I used to play Super Conductor Tyranno, I don't know one plays it, but I used to. It was really good to pull out whenever I was using Petite Pteranodon. Now we're gonna go into our spells. We're gonna play Triple Terraforming. Great, helps you look for your spells, your field spells. And the field spells you're gonna be playing, because this is for people who can really only afford maybe 1 Dragonic Diagram, or you're lucky enough to find it in a card pack. You're gonna play 1 Dragonic Diagram, 2 Lost Worlds. I like this ratio 1 to 2 because you're not really playing a lot of True Kings, and with Lost World, you know what I'm saying, you can start off, say you don't start off with Dragonic Diagram, you can just start working with Lost World. So pretty much you have the choice of either playing with True Kings or just playing just basic dinos, which is really, really essential. Now I want to go over their effects. True King, all True King and True Draco monsters gain 300 attack and defense, right? And you can destroy a monster in your hand, you can destroy a monster in your hand, and if you do, you get to go in and look for 1 True King or True Draco monster and put it into your hand. Baby Ceratosaurus if you ever have it in your hand, or Petite Pteranodon. Right here, Lost World, when it's played, anything that's not a dinosaur type monster loses 500 attack and defense. Alright, and then once per turn for every, not for every, but once per turn when you put down a dino type monster, that means for each turn, if you were to put down 1 dino type monster, you get 1 Jurek egg. So you can only get out 1 Jurek egg once per turn. It's really good to do combos with, especially with Oviraptor, because you can pick a dino type monster, and the Jurek eggs are dino type monsters. And like I said, for the effect, you can use Soaking Oviraptor, pick the token to destroy to bring back something from your graveyard, but instead of killing it, because the egg's effect is when it would be destroyed by any type of effect or by attack, you have the option to go into your deck and destroy a monster instead. Baby Ceratosaurus, Petite Pteranodon to get out something way better. And you can do that. Plus, they cannot be tributed, which is really, really good. So you can just fill up your opponent's side of the field. And also, okay, so all the not the babies, but all the Jurek eggs, they're all in defense. You can't change it to attack position. So they're all in defense. That means if you can get out Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, you can just hit all of them and do 1,000 each, because every time he hits, a defense position monster, he loses 1,000. They lose 1,000, life points. So that's really good, really easy way to, keep playing. For help in your deck, so these were just all for combos, but for help in your deck, Fossil Dig, you want to play 3 of these. Pretty sure these are like 10 to 20 cents. Really, you can find it anywhere. You can probably find them like at your local card shop. You can probably find somebody about to throw this card away, because either they don't use it or you can get these so easily, it's not really worth having if you don't play the deck. So yeah, it's really essential for dinosaurs. When you play it, it gives you an opt way to go in and get any type of dino type monster that you have that's like level 4 or lower, which is pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then the bottom 3, so 13, 14, 15. That's 15 out of 40 of your monsters. 15 out of 40 of your cards are monsters, and you already have a chance to get one of those level 4s anyways. So that's about a good 40%, 35-40% of the time you're going to at least get a level 4 or lower dino type monster in your hand. But in the case you don't, you have fossil days, so that adds it up to 18. So that's pretty much like a almost 40 to 45% chance that you can actually get a level 4 monster in your hand, which is really, really good. Alright, and then we're going to go over to Mythical Space Typhoon. If you want to play 2 of those and 1 Twin Twister, I feel like playing 3 Twin Twisters can, like, it won't break you, but sometimes you could have like a lot of good cards in your hand, and if you need to get rid of something, you can't. So playing 2 Mythical Space and 1 Twin Twister is really, really good. And Twin Twister, here's the thing, most of these cards you can get in these stretcher packs, but if you don't, some of these cards will be costly. Like this card right here, I've seen it go from $5 to $7. So, and some people play 3 of them. I used to play 3 of them, so you can understand how much they are. Double My Body as a Shield. Pretty good card. If you're trying to play, if you're playing the Dark Hole or whatever, you can destroy all the monsters and then play My Body as a Shield and protect all your monsters. So it's kind of like a bootleg Regeki. Pretty good, pretty good. For Forbidden Chalice, really good for whenever they bring in a monster that has an effect that can just like sweep you, or like any type of monster that his effect is if he goes in for an attack or something like that. His attack doubles, like Odd Eyes. If he attacks something, or if something attacks it, it gains double the attack it defends. And it already has 2,500 attack. So when it doubles up its 5,000 attack, you could, and at that point he's probably not into killing you, you could play Forbidden Chalice. Brings him all the way up to 2,900, but his effects are negated for that turn. Is it? Yeah, his effects are negated for that turn, which is really, really, really cool. Soul Charge. Really good. In order to play this card, say you had like a card you wanted up in there in your graveyard, like Ultimate Conductor Tyranno or anything that's decently okay, and you really, really, really need to get it out. Soul Charge, you pay 1,000 for each monster you want to take out of your graveyard. So that's okay as long as you're like say it's mid game and it gets you out with like one of those cards and you play this. At that point, both of you are probably still at 8,000. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Anonymous Action Unit. This is a random card, and it's a cheap card. You can see how, you know, well, you can't because of the glare, but you can see that it's kind of worn. You can pay 1,500 life points and take control of one monster your opponent controls. Your opponent once controlled that's inside the graveyard. So any monster that your opponent controls that's in the graveyard, you can take control of with Anonymous Action Unit, which I probably might take out for Dark Hole later on, but right now it's doing what it needs to. Okay, and then for our traps, we're only playing 4 traps, 2 trap stun. Really clutch. It's really good. I remember playing a match with a dino. Like I didn't use my dinos, but I went against the guy who played dinos. And in my Battery Man deck, I played 1 trap stun, and I was able to get it out, and it just completely saved me. He would have got rid of everything, but because I played trap stun, it kind of helped me out and made sure that nothing like that could happen. Because he hit me with what is it, Torrential Tribute or whatever. And trap stun negated it, so I was able to keep my Battery Men alive. Last but not least, 2 Quaking Mirror Forces just to put them on the face down defense, and they can't get out of your and they can get out of their positions. So they're sitting ducks pretty much, which is really good. And it's not just for 1 turn; it's until they die. So that's really good. Or I don't know if it's allowed, but I'm pretty sure you can tribute also. Not tribute, yeah, tribute them out or XYZ them out if you know what cards they are. Okay, now we're gonna go on to our we're gonna go into the extra deck and what cards I'm playing. First off, you know, we're going into links, and right now I only have 1 copy because I only bought 1 pack. Decode Talker, you might want to play 2 of them because it's really good and keeps you going. What does it do? Because I just got it, I forgot what it did. Okay, so this card gains 500 attack for each monster it points to. So as you can see, it's, you know, pointed up, and then on the bottom left and right corners, So when it's put inside that zone, if a person puts their their monster in that front zone where your card is, he gains 500 because it's in that zone. So if they even try to kind of swarm you up, you're gonna at least get 500 from it, which is really, really good. Now you're gonna play one Abyss Dweller. Really good, really good. You can look at what that does. Ragna Zero, because it's Ragna Zero. True King of all calamities. Put them on face down defense. Can't do anything after that. Not face down defense, but in defense position. Evolzar Dolka. Really good whenever a either player's turn, whenever a monster effect activates. So anytime there's a monster effect, you can attach one, destroy that monster. This one, better. It's more swole, but at the same time, it's like, it's kind of like, is it worth using? Because you put 2 monsters underneath it, but it negates traps, spells, and monster effects. And I'm pretty sure if they even get summoned, you can get rid of 2 of your cards on the very bottom, and you can use his effect and pop them. You can use his effect and like kill them off, which is really, really cool. I'm gonna put those over there. Double Tornado Dragon, pretty much your Twin Twister, but it's more costly. I like the way it looks like a Twin Twister. Number 39, Utopia. I think you should add in the other Utopia. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Utopia Beyond or something. It's a variant of Utopia, and it's like $30, but I ain't spending that type of money. Not right now, anyways. Silent Honor Arc. You can attach 2 XYZ materials from this card, then target 1 summoned monster your opponent controls in face-up attack position. Attach it to this card as a XYZ material. You can only use the effect of number 10 Silent Honor Arc once per turn. Okay, if this face-up card would be destroyed, you can attach 1 HYZ. Oh my gosh, XYZ material and from this card instead. So pretty much this card is just there to kind of loop everybody. So once per turn, you can, go and take another, you can get rid of one of your materials and take one of their best cards as a material. And if you try to get attacked, you take care of one, you take out one, and they can't hurt you. Like, you're just kind of sitting there. I've never used this in a game, and I should, because I haven't really paid attention to it, but it's a really good card. Gaga Cowboy, good for endgame. Say they have like, I don't know, 700 life points left. You play Gaga Cowboy in defense position because of its effect, and you do 800 to the life points directly. Good for if they're trying to like wall you out to where you can't kill them until they get good cards. Kichikachi Dragon, just for the sake of having them in there once per turn. This card, when this card destroys another monster, you can attach one and make a second attack. It's really cheap, but hey, it works. Rhapsody, because it's Rhapsody. Anybody who knows this card knows why I'm playing it. And then your egg tokens, of course. You want to have at least 3, 4, 5. You want to at least have 5 tokens, just in case you're able to pull out something unbelievable and put them in like a 5 egg stand to where they can't place anything, and you can just attack them for 5,000 damage. Really good. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. I've recorded. This is like my 3rd time trying to record this spot, because originally I was trying to do 1 combo for if you're playing TrueKingDinos and 1 combo if you're playing, if you're playing ordinary dinos. And I was like, no, okay, this is TrueKingDinos. Let me do a TrueKingDino Insane combo. Now, and then the second time I did it, I totally forgot we were doing links, and I just kind of did stuff just for the sake of doing it. So yeah, I'm gonna show you what to do. You're gonna either have your going diagram or Soaring Oviraptor, Terraforming with Soaring Oviraptor, or one of these 2 with Fossil Dig. So either one of these 2 with this one or this one worked either way. This one with one of these 2 or this one with one of these 2, right? So let's just say we're gonna start off with Terraforming and Fossil Dig. I'm only gonna be doing 1 combo because this is the only combo I know so far. I'm probably gonna be using it in our thing that we're having, our locals tomorrow, because tomorrow's Saturday. Okay, so let's get into it. So you play your Terraforming, okay? Like I said, this is gonna be a pretty good combo. Watch. So you play 1 Terraforming, all right? You go in, you're going to diagram, add it to your hand, all right? You get rid of this. You play Fossil Dig, go in, you look for a Soaring Oviraptor, put it into your hand. All right, you got it. Okay, so what you do now is you take your going diagram, boom, it's right there on the side of the field, all right? And then you have Soaring Oviraptor, all right? you play it. Now you remember, with Dragonic Diagram, you can discard, well not discard, you can destroy one monster in your hand to bring out a, well not to bring out, but to put in a True King monster into your hand. This is where it gets good. Now you take his effect, you look for just a baby Ceratosaurus. This combo is called Baby Genocide, you're going to see in a second. So you put baby Ceratosaurus in your hand, you use his effect, you pop the baby, okay? So you kill it, you put it into your graveyard, it's dead. Now that it's dead, you get to go in and look for another level 4 or lower monster to put out onto the field, and you get to go in and look for a True King monster to put into your hand. Now, I didn't say this in the video, but True King Lithogen, if you're able to kill 2 Earth types, he can take 3 monsters from your opponent's extra deck and banish them, which is crippling if you play a small, like if you are a deck that plays extra deck cards, but you have a small portion. Okay, so, you know, you have it, you put it into your hand, right? Baby Ceratosaurus in the grave. Because Baby Ceratosaurus died, you get to go and look for another level 4 lower to put out onto the field. You look for Baby Ceratosaurus. You place it, then you use his effect. You pop this baby to bring back another dinosaur, which is your other baby. So you do a flip-flop. This baby pops, okay? So then you go in, you look for another baby, which I would assume you would probably want to use Petite Pteranodon because you don't want to get rid of all your baby Cerasauruses. Because it'd be really bad if it was in-game and all you had were Petite Pteranodons and you got out level 4s that could win, but they couldn't attack that turn, so you lost anyways. So you take this, you put it out on the field, right? You have 2 on the field. Why would you have 2 babies on the field? True King Lithogen. Take the 2 babies, destroy them, put into your graveyard, special summon. These 2 just died, so you get to summon in 2 other level 4s, or higher. And you get to go into their extra deck and be all like, okay, let me get that extra deck real quick. Okay, oh, you have a Decode Talker, get rid of that. Oh, you got a, what, you got a Gaga Cowboy? Okay, my deck isn't that good, so I know he's going to use it on me. Get rid of that. Okay, and then what else? Oh, you got Logia? I'm going to make sure you can only use 1 of them. Or hey, you can just be like, okay, I'm not going to get rid of Gaga Cowboy or Decode Talker. You can just be like, okay, I want to get rid of 2 Logias, and I want to get rid of your Doka, wherever I put that Doka at. You just get rid of all their dinosaur cards, or you get rid of all their good, you know, extra deck cards, and they're pretty much sitting ducks, right? So, like I said, you pop these 2, right? You go in, you look for 2 level 4 or lower. Now, usually, okay, so if you play the new dinosaurs, right? Usually, you would use one of those. Like the new ones where if they get banished, then, you know, you could just special summon them. Now, I would do that. I need to get those cards, and when I do, hey, this is going to be crazy. Right now I'm only playing with the original vanilla cards. So, Miscellaneousaurus, okay? And then you find another Miscellaneousaurus, unless you have the new cards. So if you have like the new card that whenever it gets banished, you can special summon it. I don't know how many times you can do that, but if it's infinite, then Color Me Jealous. Boom. You have 2 Miscellaneousauruses and a Solar Raptor. Now, you can either A, because you do have an open spot on the top to special summon. Not special summon, but XYZ or Fusion or Synchro, but you can only do it in that one spot. Or, and you guys know why I'm saying or, because, if I can find the card, you have a special link card that needs you to get rid of 3 cards to bring them out. And which cards would you get rid of? These 3. Now, I would not recommend you putting it here, alright? I would recommend you putting it anywhere, wherever your True King is. So if your True King is like somewhere around there, right? If you have a spot to where it points at the True King, you want to make sure that this one points at the True King, because when you kill all of them, it's pointing at something. Like a guaranteed point at something. So say it's, you know, say you're playing second, okay, you might have a chance that they might be in that one spot that you needed them to be in. But what if you're not? What if you're playing first? Boom. Now you have an extra 500, so it's a 2,800 beat stick. Alright? All 3 of these put into your grave. Now, I told you, I remember what I said. I said, hey guys, if you're playing Camarano Infinity, wait till the end. But let's just say your opponent bricks and they have nothing out there, right? So say like, you know, they just kind of put like, you know, a spell or a trap card just face down just to kind of scare you off, but you kind of know that it's not anything crazy. You can use Miscellaneousaurus' effect. You take it, Look for 4 dinos you want to get rid of. 1, 2, 3. Counting this one is 4. You have 4. Banish the 4. Alright? Now that they're banished, you get to go on and look for a card with a level same as the amount of cards that were banished. You banished 4, so that means you look for a level 4 banished monster. And which monster capitalizes on monsters being banished? Tyranno Infinity. You put it there. Now he has an extra 1,000 attack, so he has 3,300 attack. And because you have 4 cards that are banished, he's at 4,000 attack, which is stupid. And then you have King Lithogasm Disaster over here with another 300 because of this card. Don't forget about it. So now you have 4,000. What is that? 6,800. 9,600 damage on your, if you played second. If you did this second and you happen to get these cards and he can't stop you, that's a game ender. Your first turn. A first turn game ender. That's insane. But yeah, this is like the main combo I wanted to show you guys. There are probably other combos that you can probably look up later on. It's just I've been on YouTube and I haven't seen anybody put up anything like that. So yeah, if you like the combo, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. I love a new addition to the Watu party. And yeah, well, not the Watu party, but you know, the Duelist Club party. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.